The United States has secret military bases all over the world that they refuse to acknowledge even exist. But dozens of attacks from hostile forces have revealed that not only are these bases real, but it's our enemies who know exactly where they are. Okay, so here's the twist on this story. No, we don't need to advertise that we have a base somewhere. I get that. You don't want to put those people at risk. We don't want to make a big issue. We don't need a listing of where the bases are. But when we know there's a base there, okay, and we know 140 people are killed on that base by some conduct, and the Department of Defense says, no, there is no base there. We don't even do business there. And they do that because they want to argue there's this reluctance to admit even the presence of us being there. And the families of that soldier, they ought to know what's going on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this great new report from The Intercept talks about the fact that not only, like you said, do we have all of these secret bases, but just in the last 3 or 4 years, we have seen a record number of attacks on these bases from these militant groups, you know, coming out of Iran, some coming out of Syria, some coming out of all over the place, really, Qatar, Iraq. So our bases are getting attacked. American soldiers are dying. American contractors are being killed. And the Pentagon is still out there saying, no, yes, these people died, but they were just there doing some things.
They're on a base where we have a gazillion weapons. Now, here's what Intercept did. Again, it's The Intercept. They do a great job. They said what this is really about is we need to be able to talk about the fact that there's a base in Syria because on that base we have weapons that could destroy most of Syria. And we need to at least acknowledge we have a base there. If conduct takes place on that base, we have to be able to begin the sentence with, there's a base in Syria. These things are happening. But the Department of Defense says, well, no, we don't even have a base in Syria. Well, we know they have a base in Syria. We're not trying to disclose new bases. We're just saying at this particular place, right?
Right. That is a great point because several things are happening at these secret, they totally don't exist military bases. One, an insane amount of sexual assault.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those reports are absolutely through the roof.
Wow.
And they can't take action on them because this is a place where we deny this place exists.
Yeah.
So obviously bad conduct cannot take place at a location that does not exist.
Right.
So that puts these victims in a severe disadvantage to try to get accountability. The second thing, and this is equally as bad, our weapons keep getting stolen.
Yeah.
So they're ending up in the very hands of the people who then attack us with them, or they attack our allies with these weapons. Right. And so it gives the government this little bit of deniability of, oh, we don't know how these bad guys got our weapons. Yes, you do. You won't admit that it came from this military base that they attacked, they raided, they ran away with your weapons.
But it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Okay, well, these bases, there's 60, 64, 65 bases. Bahrain, Egypt, Israel, Jordan, Kuwait. We know they have bases there. And the point is this, they have such deniability of anything that goes wrong in those places if they say, no, don't use the word military base or outpost. We don't have any there. Well, we know they're there. It's just so DOD, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just so DOD.
Well, it can also prevent them when the Americans or the contractors get killed there. Oh, no, they weren't killed in this, which would entitle you to certain benefits.
Exactly.
They were killed, on a diplomatic mission.
That's a very good point. I really had not thought of, but it's another reason to hide. I mean, like if we were morons.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a rabbit. No, it's not a rabbit. It's something else,